Salut à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien, moi ça va nickel et on se retrouve pour la suite de Red Dead après le dernier petit épisode un peu foufou où j'ai dû ranimer mon cheval, donc si vous voulez aller voir vous allez checker l'avant-dernier épisode. Et donc maintenant on va aller voir Dutch, mais juste avant je vais aller voir la cagnotte parce que ça fait un bail, j'ai pas donné d'argent rien. Donc bon, à force c'est tout dans le rouge, faudrait peut-être que je m'en occupe du camp quoi. Alors, registre. Ouais, je vais juste aller checker le registre. Parce que vous voyez les trois icônes en haut à droite là, c'est tout dans le rouge. Tout dans le rouge. Alors, qui donne quoi? Qui donne quoi? Tac, 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 30$. Ah ouais, là, il y a les trucs là où je peux améliorer un peu. Tac, tac. Ça, 220$, putain. Ah, mais il y a trop de trucs à améliorer, c'est abusé. Outils de travail, ça c'est vrai que ça je devrais le faire. Parce que je suis sûr que grâce à ça je pourrais avoir des petites flèches, des machins comme ça, mais j'ai pas les sous là. Donc ce que je vais faire... Remplis le chariot. Envoie quelqu'un en ville pour récupérer d'autres exemplaires des gens en stock. Putain, je sais pas... Allez, on achète ça. Parce qu'à chaque fois, comme un con, moi je vais acheter des mines, mais... Ah ouais, du coup ça utilise la cagnotte du camp en fait. Je savais pas. Moi, je vais utiliser ma cagnotte personnelle. Hein. Je m'en bats les couilles. D'accord, là on améliore un peu. On fait le stock d'alcool, tout ça. Voilà, nickel. Là on améliore de l'autre côté un peu. Comme ça on sera dans le jaune. Voilà, tac tac, il est content. Comme à mâcher. Ah d'accord, il y a certains trucs ça donne... Ouais, bon bref, voilà. Ça ira pour aujourd'hui, on va garder un peu d'argent sur moi quand même, si jamais. Parce qu'à un moment donné, faut pas déconner. Hein. Allez, Dutch, on va voir Dutch, c'est parti. Qu'est-ce qu'il va nous dire? Alors ça. Wesh, poteau.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got
Ouais, exactement. C'est moi, il va se rebeller contre Dutch là, c'est chelou.
Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
En tout cas, moi, si j'étais Arthur, je peux te dire que je me rebellerais, ça serait moi le chef. Hein. Parce qu'au final, Arthur, il a la carrure d'un chef. Hein. C'est moi qui m'occupe de tout à chaque fois.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always dream crushing and bubble bursting, you.
Allez, on va monter sur mon
Come on,
beau
Hosea.
cheval.
Let's go fishing.
Oh merde.
All right, gentlemen,
Oh là là.
let me show
À
you
chaque
how
fois,
it's
je
done.
confonds. Ah voilà, il est là. Avec ma belle selle custom.
All right, girl. Now
On
moving
va aller
up.
pêcher quoi.
Okay, go.
Putain. Vas-y, c'est pour ça, je peux aller pêcher tout seul. Hein. Je vais faire.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
Voilà, du coup, pour ceux qui savent pas, c'est mon nouveau cheval.
Again. Thick and
Que j'ai failli
soupy
tuer
as
parce
this
qu'il
air
était
is.
tombé et que j'avais rien pour le réanimer. J'ai failli le buter.
I was once in this country with Bessie.
Mais bon, je me suis dit 450 $.
Feels like a
Voilà.
lifetime ago.
Ça fait
It
mal au cul.
was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived. How well we have fought. Especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money.
Ah, énorme, il y a la
and
biche que j'ai
find
chassée depuis je sais pas
somewhere
combien de
where
jours qui traîne
nobody will
là.
find us, where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
On est
Still,
avec toi, Dutch.
we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the
En même temps, on a
local
tout le temps besoin
town.
d'argent.
After
C'est le nerf de la
Valentine,
guerre,
I
j'ai
want
envie de dire.
everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But
Un comportement irréprochable de ma part, de ne pas utiliser d'armes ou de causer des problèmes dans Rhodes. J'ai déjà recherché, alors à un moment donné, tu fasses quoi.
What a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today.
Ouais, ça veut dire que je vais devoir aller payer ma prime là encore. Parce que bon, vu que j'ai déjà foutu le bordel, voilà quoi.
Looks like law up ahead.
Oh non, me mène pas là-bas, là, vers la gauche là. J'ai des mauvais souvenirs avec mon cheval. Ouh, la petite diligence. Si on allait la braquer.
Whoa.
Non, ça vous dit pas? Il y a l'air d'avoir là. Il y a plein de gens.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot to bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see.
Well, look who it is.
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It is good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the
Allez, go.
foolish magician.
Let's go after that
C'est
train.
obligé que ça allait pas se passer comme prévu. Il y a un train juste devant qui s'arrête.
Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on.
Allez Paul, tu peux le faire.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Shit. Faster. Come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
Allez, on est presque, putain, on y est presque.
Pull me up, David.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Besoin de rattraper un train.
Idiot. Now get after the others. Come on. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train. See the flat carriage? Head for that.
Tu peux
Get
faire.
us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Olé.
You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Arrest me now! Let go!
Boum, ça c'est fait.
Run! Don't let them get away!
Ce que je fais, mon pote, c'est ce que je fais. Tu peux le faire.
Come on, shitbag! Go, get after them!
Allez, go Arthur.
Bastard! Damn bastard!
Get the hell away from me!
Allez, nique sa gueule. Voilà. Ça c'est fait. Et plus.
You're only making it worse. I'm coming for you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
Guess it's just us then, lawman. Come here. You ain't need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that. You
Try at
witness
least.
yet?
Just don't kill him.
You sure?
Do it. Tempting as it might be, do not kill
Ah,
him.
parce que l'autre il a un peu un couteau quand même.
I don't think I can open the door from the outside, unfortunately.
Voilà, boum.
Hello? Is everything all
Ah, nickel, nickel.
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Allez hop. Toi, on
Bring him out
t'embarque.
here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray.
Hop.
There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Ah ouais, c'est là où il y a le manoir. Là. J'y suis allé en off, me balader vite fait. Je me suis fait défoncer, ils ont tous des flingues. C'est le gros bordel. Oh mais j'ai compris qu'il fallait pas que j'utilise d'armes, c'est bon.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
PECHE.
Carry him over then.
Hey, fellas.
Allez hop, on te le ramène mon gars.
How it is.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out over rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur,
That's
Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Ouais, de rien mec.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Ouais, je savais qu'il allait se passer quelque chose avec ces deux familles, là, c'est obligé.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Bon, allez, on va pêcher.
Sure, why not?
Great.
Pourquoi pas.
Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Considering the day is long, let me tell you.
The world ain't gonna change now, is it?
Well,
That son bitch, he can just go right to hell and damnation.
yeah.
Ah, mais pile poil, je suis là, tu viens dans ma gueule.
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Mais allez, en dessus depuis tout à l'heure. Allez, go.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
C'est clair, on sait jamais.
Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be bygones.
Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember?
Listen, it was good we moved when we did, but that mess is behind us now.
Yes. Jack told me you were a good teacher when you took him fishing. I said he must have you confused with someone else.
Ouais, je suis un bon pêcheur. Donc.
Very funny.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Non mais c'est ça, c'est pas loin où j'ai failli perdre Paul. Super, des très bons souvenirs.
Oh. I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Ouais, la dernière fois c'est ça, je voulais prendre une barque.
Yes. Good.
J'ai pas pu.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these.
Oui, bah
Come
oui,
on.
bien sûr. Par contre, j'espère juste que je peux en prendre une si jamais je reviens tout seul, quoi. C'est vrai que c'est logique pour pêcher certains poissons d'aller au milieu dans les eaux.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water.
La perso, c'est plus moi qui passe pour un vieux avec ma grosse barbe et mes cheveux. C'est tombé.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Get us a bit deeper. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Tac.
Come on, Arthur. Don't be nervous.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
Tac.
Strong with a good old worm.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass,
Yeah.
but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be
Je vais pas
interested
me faire
if it
lancer
ain't
parce que
moving.
là... Voilà.
Come on, Arthur. You can't go back empty-handed.
C'est comme la vraie
You got a
pêche, quoi.
bite
C'est long.
there, Arthur. Nice, you hooked him.
Allez, tu peux le faire.
I got a bite. Got one.
Allez.
Damn it, I lost him.
There, hooked him.
Putain, c'est comme ça. Quand j'étais plus jeune, j'avais joué à un jeu de pêche. Laisse tomber. Allez. Voilà, n'enroule plus la ligne. Je l'enroule plus, calme-toi. Allez, allez, tu peux le faire.
Nicely done, Arthur. That feels like a bite.
Got one.
Not bad. Ah, I should have had
Un
that
peu
one.
mieux que certains poissons que j'avais pêchés déjà.
Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one.
Hop.
Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can
Tu peux
fish,
venir.
or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
That's on the hook, Arthur.
I used to go fishing with
Ah,
this
dis-moi que c'est
fella
un
back
gros,
in the
dis-moi que
day.
c'est un gros. Là.
Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But
Bon, avec
one
le
day,
joystick, j'avoue
we
que
were
c'est pas
river
le
fishing when we
plus
see
simple
a
pour mouiller,
funeral
quoi,
procession
franchement.
going over the bridge, and out of the
L'idée est
blue,
bien, mais...
Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his
Hop,
head.
et...
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that.
Un chiga, la
Fella
petite
told me he
bouche.
once saw a monster
sûr, je
lake
regarde.
sturgeon near the mouth of the river,
Il regarde tous les
just
poissons,
southwest
mais
of Saint
mais
Denis.
l'autre regarde ce qu'il pêche à
50
côté.
pounder, he reckoned.
Ah, fais-moi le malin,
I
mon
would
gars.
like to see that.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that
Ouais,
way
laisse-moi te faire un système
anytime
tapis
soon.
flèche du bas, ça mouille les
Pinkertons
flèches
have
du haut, par
patrols
exemple.
out all over tall trees and great plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life
Et
goes.
3 jours plus
Just gotta
tard,
reel it
ouais.
in now, Arthur. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of
Ouais, c'est encore
mine
un
years
truc de
later.
merde.
Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15
22 kilos,
and
c'est
didn't
fort.
see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I
can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave,
Bon, j'espère que c'est la dernière fois. Parce
she
que
managed to have the last laugh.
ça me dérange pas la pêche, mais bon, pas pendant 20 minutes, quoi. Hein?
Got a nibble there, Arthur. Fish on the line, Arthur.
Allez, tu boulides, tu boulides, tu boulides, tu boulides. Allez, dis-moi que c'est un gros là. Allez, dis-moi que c'est un gros, dis-moi que c'est un gros, dis-moi que c'est un gros.
Well done.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Hey, I reckon we call it
Ouais,
a
grave.
day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me something.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, round, round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
On verra ça. Ok, nickel. Bon, du coup, les amis, on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Donc, je vous dis à très bientôt pour la suite. Allez, ciao, ciao.